Hello, and welcome to Year of the Vampire. This week, we watched Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire.
We both agreed that we wanted something a little lighter this week, so we watched something from our childhood. Like, it was, 2000, I think this came out on the Disney Channel. I never actually watched it.
I didn't even know it existed until recently.
I never watched it back then. I only ever saw commercials for it because I frequently had the Disney Channel on.
I mean, on the plus side, the movie had all the tropes that you need to have a classic vampire movie.
Classic Disney movie, too.
True. There was a few singing scenes, surprisingly.
Anyway, you want to get some discussion points going?
Yeah, let's get to it. How about that plot?
I mean, kids are grounded. They set their mom up with a guy to get out of the house. Guy turns out to be a vampire. It's a pretty simple plot, but I can't say I don't appreciate it.
It's not complicated, but honestly, the wraparound of it's kind of funny.
I mean, it's more complicated than a couple of movies we've done this year.
I mean, yeah, they literally went out of their way because the kid wanted to go to a concert. His older sister wanted to go on a date or something.
With some asshole, I don't know. We don't even get this guy's name. Well, we get his name. We don't get his face.
I thought it was like Peter or something. But
Peter?
It's Peter.
Like, I'm not convinced Peter even exists. She was probably just talking to, like, silence on the phone.
Well, I certainly hope it wasn't Boomer.
It was Peter.
That was one of the other kids. Anyways.
I know our next one is acting, but it's a Disney Channel movie from 2000. Like, this isn't exactly high art.
It's cheesy, but in a fun way, so...
Or is it fun in a cheesy way?
Yeah, I guess you could say it's fun in a cheesy way.
Nah, it's cheesy in a fun way.
I don't know. If you want to pick it apart, I guess you can say it was entirely realistic, but it worked in the frame.
Really? The vampire movie wasn't entirely realistic.
I don't know. It's fun.
Sound and music. Like last week's, I think it was the John Carpenter vampire movie. There wasn't a ton of like really standout sound effects and. Well, I guess the last movie, the vampires kind of had, like, the whole animal sound thing we mentioned going on. There wasn't a lot going on in terms of sound in this movie in general, though.
Nah, it had, like, a very...
Like, there was one vampire, and he had a British accent, so I guess that counts for sound?
I mean, he hissed sometimes, but,
oh, yeah.
There wasn't a lot of music. There was some generic rock you could hear on radios on occasion, and then there was the bar scene... where there was two songs, the one where they were doing that rockabilly song, and then the one where the mom sang.
That was weirdly country sounding, even though the kid said she was in a rock band. So yeah. I don't think the kids actually know what music is.
I'm surprised she could sing.
Oh, we didn't actually get to see the band the boy was going to.
Oh, yeah.
Headless Horseman, I think?
Yeah, the Headless
I was going to say Cattle Decapitation, but no, that's a band you like.
I did like the logo, the picture for the band. It's a picture of the Headless Horseman, but he's holding a freaking guitar instead of his head.
Well, that just won't work at all now, will it?
I thought it was amusing.
Just rides up, he's got the guitar stuck into his neck.
Aside from that, yeah, generic...
like the guitar neck, because humans have necks and guitars have necks.
Yes.
Anyway.
Generic circus and fair sounds.
Circus?
Yeah, in the later scene.
Fair. It was a harvest festival. It wasn't a circus or a fair.
Yeah, but there was the rides. There was clowns.
There was clowns?
Yeah, there was a few clowns.
Oh, I must have missed that. Cinematography. It was a Disney Channel movie, so they didn't really do anything super different with the film, with how they filmed it. They just filmed it like a Disney Channel movie. I feel like we mention that more and more in movies, but I don't know. Maybe we're just not picking movies with very interesting, like, different avant-garde cinematography.
I don't know. It was about as 2000s as you would expect, and I know we keep saying things like that too, but like,
hey. They just went through Y2K. She deserves to go on a date with a vampire. Special effects. There weren't a ton of special effects either.
There was a scene where he turned into a bat.
There was also a couple scenes where he, like, did the whole, like, fast travel around people, like, twice.
They're more like, they're almost kind of jump cuts with, like, a blurred version of himself being pushed there. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying, because he didn't actually do it.
But it was nothing over the top, so it didn't seem...
Yeah, special effects and cinematography, Yeah, it was just it was a Disney Channel movie, so it wasn't anything super amazing.
And
just wait till
obviously-
next year when during our our year of the robot, I think is what we're doing, and we watch Smart House. Yeah,
where was I going with
there's
this?
weirdly not like a ton to say about this, but we have gotten through more than half the video, so maybe it's just because we're rambling.
I'm
What
impressed
did you?
they happened to carry that coffin as far as they did. I'll go with that.
I'm surprised they managed to move it and then push it down the stairs was kind of funny.
That was
Overall,
pretty
what
funny.
did you think though? Would you recommend this movie?
It's enjoyable. You got a family and they don't want to show them a bunch of blood and gore. Oh, that's another thing. It's a kids movie, so there's no blood.
I mean, it says Disney right on this,
I mean, yeah, so-
right on the screen.
But,
So
for what it is, it's enjoyable.
yeah, 2000s family vampire movie.